started this development, we thought, phase 1, phase 2 will give the largest plots. Phase 4, the one towards the Emirates Road, we thought, let us make some money as well. Because when you make 3,100 homes in such vast area, developers don't make any money. To be honest, in the same area, if you would have made townhouses, we would be looking at 4 times more profit. But this is a true dream of our founder given as a gift to our customers. And then we decided, let's go more large. The plot sizes of all the phases subsequent to today are only going to grow bigger and bigger. And we challenge today on this dais, if there is any other developers doing this FAR at these plot sizes, at these prices, trust me, this is possibly a dream which is going to come true. And when this comes to life, customers are going to appreciate the effort we've put. And with bigger plots getting bigger and bigger, and hence, my friends, the residences are only 3,100 and not 6,000. And hence, this is like a dream to be a part of this luxurious development, which is truly going to be amazing in the next 3 to 3.5 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you saw today is going to completely change the
connectivity to Oasis, Tierra Golf Estate, Sports City, and they're going to completely take off the rates and all the master plans. Because with this kind of connectivity, once you are off Oasis, you will reach downtown without hitting a single signal, which I think is amazing for all the residents who already bought in the Oasis and all of them who are going to buy in the Oasis.
Al Fay Street is a vital strategic corridor within Dubai's road network. It is an extension of Al Khail Road, starting from its intersection with Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road, passing through Sheikh Zayed bin Hamdan Al Nahyan Street up to Emirates Road. The project serves several residential and development areas. It is estimated that the project will directly benefit more than 600,000 residents.
This is something which you should definitely talk to your customers about, because this is mind-boggling. This kind of 12.6 kilometers of expansive roads being built to connect Oasis and these master communities is going to completely change the connectivity of the master plans with the rest of the city. Now, if you just look at the Oasis in itself, okay, what is in front of you? What do you think this is, guys? Beach? How many of you have seen Creek Beach? Raise your hands. Creek Beach, possibly today, I used to stay in Dubai Creek Harbour, and people say, I want to stay in the palace. I asked why? Because we can see the Creek Beach, and there is nothing as beautiful as the Creek Beach today. What we've done is we are making expansive pools, temperature control on beach sand element, the ripple effect, to give you the same effect of the beach. And imagine every cluster in Oasis has its own private beach. Obviously, there is flowing water behind most of the villas, but this element in itself is going to add so much premium to all the development. And imagine 3,100 signature residences spread over 9 phases are going to have over 9 beaches in Oasis itself, is going to add so much value to the residents of the Oasis. This is something which is very important. If you look at the entire phase of Oasis, only 45% of the land is taken by the villas. The remaining 55% is infrastructure or parks or water and etc. Again, what is more important is inside this 45%, because the FAR, the floor area ratio of Emaar is only 0.82. What does it mean? If the plot area is say 16,000, we only build 12,000-13,000. We don't build 20,000-21,000, unlike other developers, because we want to give lifestyle, and hence the villa footprint is possibly only around 5,000 square foot. So if you just look from the top of the map on the Oasis, the villa footprints are not even 20% of the overall area. Imagine, just 20% of the entire area are the villa footprints. Everything else is either your plot, or the infrastructure, or the beautiful parks, or the waterways behind your villas. That is what makes this truly exclusive and a true luxurious development in the whole of Dubai. Now, we started Oasis 1 year and 3 months back, and the success story has been amazing. We want to take you back 15 months to all where it started, where a superstar, Shah Rukh Khan, and our founder, Mr. Alabar, have seeded this beautiful development. Every phase we want to add more value, so we wanted to create some specially curated offering for you guys, especially this phase because of its central location. We wanted to add a lot of value to the customers. This is the phase 1 which we launched. This is Palmera 1, 2, 3 and Mirage and the Lavita Mansions. If you look at this phase, what we are launching over here, this is the center of Oasis. We call it the heart of Oasis. We want to make it more extravagant and the best possible product, and hence we are doing address branded villas in this part of the entire master plan. This is the Al Fay Road extension. As you see, this is the 4th intersection, and the 5th one will be on the Emirates Road. These will be 2 axes completely coming inside the development, so you can use both the axes to approach this particular phase. There is also going to be a 120-meter road which is going to cut through the master plan from the Al Fay Road towards the Al Yaelis, and hence making the connectivity to all the clusters inside Oasis very much accessible from the main highways. This is a zoomed in version of the cluster map. This is the phase 3A, what we are launching. These 3 rows over here, these are 470 villas. This is going to be the next phase, which is the B phase, which is going to come in 3 months' time. Now these ones are the address branded villas. What you see over here is the main retail center. You're going to have a lot of F&B options. This is the school, and everything you see, most of the villas over here, the bigger ones, not the investment product, will come to what villas have the water facing. But if you look at the entire arterials of water spreading along the master plan, these are over 1 million square foot area has been designed as water elements inside just the entire of phase 3, and that's going to add so much value. This is the beach for the phase, for the address phase. This is the location of the beach. We come to the typologies and the offerings what we have, and we have given a lot of love to all the layouts. When I explain the layouts, you'll understand why these layouts are the best in the market. This is a zoomed in version of the phase itself. And what I want you guys to also look at is the distance between the villas and the road. Now, a lot of times what happens is everybody is gunning towards the units inside, they want to be inside. So what we've done is we technically cancelled out a space which could have fed us another villa line, and made the distance over 200 meters of landscape garden. So every unit in Oasis either is going to look at beautiful landscape gardens or the water. There will not even be one villa which is not going to look into beautiful spaces behind the villa. This is something which you should explain to your customers, because if you look at the investment products we're going to talk about, are going to be these beautiful lines over here, which are going to be the starting per square foot rates in the entire master plan. And this is about the time to reveal the new address. We have branded this space with the address brand. A lot of people have asked me, what does address branding mean? Like in a villa development, what does address branding mean? So the reason why we also chose an address venue today is when you walk into this development, when you look at the touch and feel of what's happening, when you use your washrooms, the kind of marble used in the washrooms, the kind of paint, the kind of kitchen elements, the kind of glass, everything is address top-notch material. Everything is going to be a notch higher than what we've used. Let it be the appliance in the kitchen, let it be the marble, let it be the kitchen element itself, the lacquer, everything is going to be upgraded, and it's going to be a 5-star level. So hence, we are calling this the address branded villas in the Oasis. It's a definition of true luxury. Whatever you're going to get here is a beautiful clubhouse with opening onto this beautiful beach where families can have such amazing time in the entire cluster, and just 487 units in the entire phase of address. So you can imagine how less dense it will be when you are using the common amenities in this cluster. I'll take you through 3 or 4 community renders, which will just give you an idea about the life in Oasis. We've kept the water not more than 2.5, 3 feet deep, because if we keep the water deeper than that, we'll have to guard with lifeguards across the entire phase, and hence the entire flowing water is only going to be 1 to 3 feet deep, which removes the risk of any drowning inside these water elements. Another element where all of the water elements are crystal blue. There is the main stream which is flowing water, and it is circulating water, and hence it removes a lot of issues where people face with stagnant water, and the color of the water will remain this because it is flowing water. This is another beautiful render showing how the villas are going to look like. Just if you look at the space in between each villa, you could literally fit a villa. That is because the size of the plot is so magnificent that the villas are so spaced out, and it is completely private. Even the 4-bedroom villa with around 8,500 plot, the plot is a huge plot, and hence
there is so much distance in between two villas. This is the material we're going to use, top-notch marble. This is the kind of kitchen glass, the kitchen tops, the vanity tops, and the metal element. Everything is going to be a notch higher than what we've used in Palmyra and Mirage. This is the community center. We also have a community center. But when your house itself is hosting such huge spaces, I doubt if you would use this community center, but there's one which you can obviously book and use. Kitchens are with premium European brands. Just giving you more visuals of how the villas and the floor-to-ceiling glasses are going to look like. And the plots are endless. I'm going to come to describing the plot in itself, which is possibly the best offering in the entire Oasis. The rooftop terrace, which apart from the 4-bedroom layout, every other layout has magnificent over 1,000 square foot of rooftop terrace, which is literally going to add to your plot. So for an example, if a 5-bedroom has a 12,000 plot with a 1,000 square foot rooftop terrace, technically you can make it into your roof garden. All of this space adds on to your extra space into the plot. So this is again a beautiful element given in all the typologies of 5 and 6 bedrooms. Now, where architecture meets artistry, we have to be very artistic and we have to create the best value to the customers, and hence we've taken time to curate these layouts. I'm going to take you in detail through every floor plan because it is very important for you to understand and explain to your customers there has not been a luxurious 4-bedroom than this in the market. The 4 bedrooms come with an average built-up area of 7,300 square foot and an average plot of 9,174 square foot, making it a FAR of less than 0.8. Imagine making a villa with an FAR of less than 0.8 and giving this luxury in the ground floor. When you enter into your villa, you're entering onto a 200 square foot of double-heighted entry over here. You have a guest suite with attached washroom. Then you walk into this massive 1,000 square foot of living and dining area where you also have your show kitchen and your prep kitchen. Just the kitchens itself is 315 square foot. Just to make it more luxurious, we've added another kitchen. So the 4-bedroom has 3 kitchens because the main kitchen, which is going to be used by the maid, is in the basement. The basement also hosts around 650 square foot of additional private living and dining area. So when we call a basement, people always, the first thing which comes to the mind is it going to be dark? We have ensured that there are ample light tubes. So what you see over here is an opening completely to the sky. So there's going to be an ample natural light coming into the basement, and there are stairs given from the backyard. So if you're hosting any party in the basement, the guests can also use the stairs from the backyard. There is a beautiful lift, a completely marble floored everywhere. Marble floor lift takes you all the way to the ground and to the first floor. This is the first floor layout where there is a double-heighted element given in the ground floor. So the living in the ground floor has a double-heighted element. There is a study, which is again over 250 square foot over here. And the most beautiful part is a master bedroom, which is over 500 square foot. And this is 6.7 meter wide master bedroom in the 4-bedroom. So technically, we are talking about full en-suite 4 bedrooms, additional study of around 500 square foot, and 1,600 square foot of living and dining area. I really want you guys to go back to this slide and look at, if you tell me any 4-bedroom in the entire market which gives you 1,000 square foot of living here, 2 kitchens over here, and a 650 square foot in the basement. And you know what's the most beautiful part? Your kitchen has a lift. There is a dumb waiter given in the kitchen which will take the cooked food from the basement to the first floor. These are the elements which typically are available in a mansion, but we thought, why not make every layout as expansive and as beautiful as possible? This is a 4-bedroom layout with 7,268 square foot built-up area and 9,174 square foot average plot. There are 2 layouts of 5-bedroom. There is a 5-bedroom smaller layout. It is injustice to call it small because it is 8,000 square foot built up. The average plot area is 9,700 square foot for this layout. This is a ground plus first floor plus second floor layout. There is no basement in this layout, and hence we can call it a 5-bedroom without basement. You enter onto this unit with a lavish 250 square foot of double-heighted opening where your chandelier gives a warm welcome to the guests. You have the guest suite over here. The maid's room is as big as fitting 2 single beds. There's a separate driver's room given on the outside. There is a beautiful show kitchen and a dirty kitchen over here, and an entire 1,100 square foot of formal living, formal dining and show kitchen, which enhances a lot of life on the living area. On the first floor, you have 4 bedrooms, all of them en-suite, but I need to take some time and explain this beautiful master bedroom. The master suite itself over here, this entire area is 1,000 square foot. For all the ladies and gentlemen who would want to enjoy a perfect master bedroom, you have a beautiful master suite over here with 450 square foot, going into this walk-in wardrobe, which is another 300 square foot, which hosts an island for the jewelry and the watches. You go further inside, and this huge master bathroom, which is as big as a bedroom in itself, is going to host a his and her wash basin, the show tub, and the shower area. You go on to the rooftop lounge. You have a beautiful 300 square foot of rooftop area. Technically, you can call this a 6-bedroom because you have a full-fledged washroom given on the roof, but we are not calling it as a 6-bedroom because customers would like to design it, say a theater room or a party room, or they want to make it a games room, and hence we've kept that option open. But this layout comes with 5 en-suite bedrooms, plus a rooftop lounge with an en-suite washroom over here, opening onto a huge 1,000 square foot of terrace area, making it one of the best designed 5-bedrooms in the entire market. Now we go on to the luxury segment, the ultra luxury segment, which is a 5-bedroom with basement and 6-bedroom with basement. They come with an average built up of 10,300 square foot with a 12,000 square foot plot area. This is again one of its layout where the entire ground floor is designed to be a formal living. So you have a formal living and formal dining on the ground floor. You have 2 beautiful kitchens over here connected to the maid's room and a separate driver's room given outside. You look at the center part over here. So this is a double-heighted element given to the basement. So basement is designed as the area where you spend the maximum time with your family. This itself is a 1,200 square foot of massive area, but here you have 3 light tubes. You have a double-heighted element in the center. You have 2 light tubes on the sides. So without lighting a single bulb in the basement, your basement is completely lit with natural light. You have 4 kitchens in total. You have 2 kitchens in the basement, 2 kitchens on the first floor, and the beautiful dumbwaiter taking your cooked food from the basement to the first floor. Going to the first floor, there are 4 bedrooms, all en-suites. Again, the master bedroom is one of its kind with over 1,100 square foot just given for the master and the wardrobe and the master bathroom over here. This is one of its kind design in the master bedroom, and hence this also comes with the rooftop lounge opening onto the rooftop terrace, which makes it a total of 10,300 square foot built up area, and the average plot of this size is 12,000 square foot. The 6 bedrooms come with an average built up of 12,700 square foot and an average plot of 16,000 square foot. So just to give you an idea about 16,000 square foot, today a 16,000 square foot villa in Dubai Hills is probably selling at around 75 million, right? If I'm not wrong, easy. Just to get a perspective of how much the plot costs. So imagine if we were not building the villas. We were just making the infrastructure and cutting the plots and giving it to the customers. If you were to buy a 16,000 plot, what would be the per square foot rate? 1,000? 2,000? 2,000 dirhams per square foot? Let's say you're paying only 1,300 dirham per square foot. If you pay 1,300 dirham per square foot or 1,500 dirham per square foot, this is just the cost of the plot. You know what? When we come to the pricing of the villa, you will know that the villa is coming for free. Literally, we are not charging for the villa because the plots are so magnificent that we always price on the built-up, but people oversee the importance of plot areas. And this development is all about exclusivity and expansiveness. It's all about the plot areas and the luxury what we're offering here. The 6-bedroom is a magnified version of the 5-bedroom. And we've personally never made layouts like this of this space. You enter, this is all your formal living with your 2 kitchens over here. This is a formal living and formal dining. The basement has a double-heighted element again and a huge light tube on this side, which is open to the sky. The basement is perfectly designed, over 1,300 square foot of basement area and additional study over here. You also have 2 kitchens and the dumbwaiter element in the 6-bedroom basement. You go to the first floor, you basically have around 5 bedrooms, all en-suite. All of them have massive spaces The smallest bedroom over here has a 6-meter width. So you can imagine what is the size of the floor plans. We're going to send you the floor plans with high resolution where you can zoom in and understand the real value we're talking about. There's a beautiful rooftop lounge, again with an added washroom. So technically, this can be called a 7-bedroom, but we are calling it a 6-bedroom with the rooftop lounge. Now, what we've done is we've had the privilege of making something for you in the phase 1 and just giving your customers an experience about how the life is going to look in Oasis. So we have a VR link for the phase 1 where you can actually go, explore, see the layouts, see the interiors, see the life in Oasis. We've curated a small video for you to show you how to navigate in this VR app where we will share the QR code at the end of the video. You have the link available on the QR code. Share it with your customers. Let them experience the life of Oasis, exactly how it is going to be in the next 2.5, 3 years' time. This is going to completely change the way people perceive about Oasis because they're going to get first-hand experience with this beautiful virtual reality to see how the pocket parks are going to look like, how the entire beaches are going to look like, how the homes from inside are going to look like, because these are massive homes, and we thought we have to do justice by showing them how are the houses going to be designed from inside. The most important slides. I never skip a presentation without talking about the competition. We make great products, we make impeccable master plans, and we are the most sensitively priced. And that's why investors with us make the maximum appreciation in all of our master plans, and hence the repeat percentage, the repeat purchase percentage of customers with Emaar is highest in the market. Before that, I will just take you through what's happening in some luxury developments and some units which are basically called luxury in the near vicinity of Oasis. Now, everybody knows the development in the entire city of Dubai. Possibly if there is one development which shares the ethos of bigger plots, starting from only 4 bedrooms, it is only Jumeirah Islands. And I didn't do much. I just went on Property Finder and I saw the top 4 listings. Whenever you go on a property website, you will see that the top 4 are the ones where sellers really want to push the inventory. And these are the 4 listings I saw. I saw, wow, a 6,300 square foot unit, which is fully upgraded, is going for 34 million. A 7,600 square foot is going for 25 million. These are very high per square foot rates. And when I thought, why do we have to go to Jumeirah Islands? Let's not talk about the same ethos, but just a next door neighbor. And when we saw what's happening just across the road, we're looking at nothing less than 3,500 dirhams per square foot, where the FAR is not even 1. So I thought there is, wow, this market is really picked up already. We're not even talking about with the connectivity of the Al Fair Road. Not even talking about the luxury what Oasis has to offer. This is what is, ladies and gentlemen, happening in the market, in the ready market. Now let's look at some off-land market. Again, a next door neighbor who does more than FAR of 1, usually they do 1.1 and 1.2 FAR, where the build-up is much more than the plot. This is what is happening in the primary market. We said this is something which we never looked at. And this is something which I don't want to show it to my boss. Because probably then he's going to revise the pricing, I guess. Then we saw there is so much value in what we are offering. And hence, talking about competition is not only important, but very prerogative for you when you talk to your customers. When you pitch the product of Oasis, you have to benchmark against what are they getting and at what price point are they entering into the development, when this is what is happening around in the secondary market and in the primary market. Even if the market doesn't go up from here, which I don't see, because it will go up continuously for the next 3 to 4 years, even at current prices, you're looking at a landmark opportunity of what they're going to enter here. We're going to launch the address Oasis phase at 1,700 dirhams per square foot, where the FAR, which is the built up to the plot size ratio, is 0.82. The plots are ranging from 8,250 square foot to 18,000 square foot. And the entire Oasis phase is only going to have 3,100 units. And this is a piece of luxury which everybody today should definitely have. And it presents an exceptional investment opportunity. The 4 bedrooms, I will repeat myself, with average plot of 9,200 square foot, with the 7,300 built-up area, will start from 13.16 million. And I've also given the maximum price. A lot of times people come to us and ask, what is the maximum? You say 13 million and then you will launch at 20 million. So, you have everything in front of you. This is the maximum range as well. All the 4 bedrooms will be in between 13.16 to 15.08. The 5 bedroom with 7,922 square foot built up and 9,700 square foot plot with an FAR of around 0.8 will start at 14.1 till 16.92. The 5 bedroom with basement villas with 12,000 plot and 10,300 built up are starting from 18.1 and going till 21.4 million. And the 6 bedroom unique villas are going to start at 16,000 plot with an average built up of 12,777, starting at 24.4, going at 26.58. So let's go back again. Let's go back to the pricing. How do we analyze this? What is a comparative product of a 7,300 square foot built up? I will not tell you guys. You go onto the property listings, go to the communities which are adjacent to Oasis and see for yourself. And when you show to your customers that is nothing less than 20 to 22 million in today's time. You talk about a 8,000 square foot, this is a minimum 25 to 30 million product. You talk about a 10,300 square foot, which comes into the mini mansion layout, is nothing less than 37 to 40 million. And the 6 bedrooms, nothing less than 50 million. This is the upside you have to explain to the customers when you're talking to them. And we're talking about not a fictional number. We're talking about transactions happening in DLD right next door. This is what is the upside for Oasis, guys. You have a minimum 60 to 80% upside in all of the units, starting from the 4 bedrooms to 6 bedrooms. And I hope this has been very useful to you guys. The payment plan shall be 80% during construction and 20% on completion. Just as a launch offer, we are going to have 20% every year payment plan. So 2025 is only going to have 20%. 2026 is only going to have 20%. Every year, the payment plan will be 20%, and the completion date is in 4 years and 2 months. But all the projects, what we have launched post-COVID, all of the construction has been very much enhanced and accelerated. So you are looking at a construction cycle of around 3.5 to 4 years. Now, expression of interest, there is no rush. We don't want you guys to think that, Emaar launches and just gives 1 day time. Because it's the start of Ramadan, we are giving full 10 days time for you guys to work on the project. You can come to us in any of the 10 days with an EOI amounts ranging from 1.5 to 2.5 million to register the interest, and the booking of this phase will be in mid-March.